Oh, jeez. People are always asking sometimes, like, where's Alex Jones of Infowars? Too bad he's not on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. Where in the world is he? Oh, it's too bad he's gone. But truth be told, he's still around. He's still around. People are uploading him to the social networks. And you can do it too, but at the same time, you can still find him at band.video. That's right, band.video. How do I say that more clearly? Band.video. And Infowars.com and a bunch of other places. And it's critical to understand that he's still around, and there's a bunch of other people around too that you can follow for breaking news, world news, political news regarding America and the rest of the world, but mostly America. And it's very critical to get the word out to people who don't know or may not have the time to figure it out. You may know a little bit more than the person next to you. Passing it on can do a lot more than you may know, than you may imagine. You can go and vote, and you could be a poll washer. You can take a picture, take a video of your vote if you're in America voting for a president in 2020. And there's a lot of little things that people can do, a lot of things people are doing. And if you're not doing something right now, what are you waiting for? It's very simple to understand that there are a lot of interesting websites out there that people can go to, and they should try to pass it on. Like this website, band.video. There's a link below. You can click on it and you can pass it on. YouTube may try to ban this website if they haven't already. And they do. They do ban a lot of people. They censor a lot of people, and so does Facebook and Twitter. Like you don't know. I mean, seriously, you don't know. But it's fundamental to understand that there may be some things that you know that other people don't know. And it may take a second for you to realize that. But once you do, then you're like, wait a minute. There's some things that I know that other people don't. And maybe I need to pass it on. That's one of the purposes. It's one of the purposes of a website like this. And there are many dozens of these websites, and just just URLs in general. And some URLs can take you to another website or to the same website, kind of thing. But it doesn't really matter, or that's not the point. It is the point, but what I'm trying to say, it's like it's important to find ways to reach out to people. That's what I say to people. Like, when people talk about leaving Facebook forever, I'm like, you don't have to spend time on Facebook. You don't have to delete it forever. You don't have to permanently delete your Facebook account. You can just simply never go on it ever again. But just leave a link on it and say, hey, you want to go find me? Go to this website. Go to this place. Or call me or something. Whatever you want. A combination of things. You can do whatever you want, but you should really consider sometimes, occasionally, maybe once a year at least, or once every decade. Once every decade, you can try to spend a minute trying to reach out to people wherever they are. And there are billions of people on these social ghettos like Facebook. And it's unfortunate that some of the best people in the world leave places like Facebook. And that's too bad. Because, like some countries and some states like California, some of the best people can leave. And sometimes you need to, and should, perhaps should. But it's still something you need to think about and consider the pros and cons. Consider the pros and cons and ask yourself, what can you do? And you know bits and pieces already what you can do. And it's not necessarily simple. And it is simple, but it's subtle and complex like a puzzle. And that's life. That's the mystery and the wonder of life, and that's a good thing and kind of a bad thing, but it's a good thing. But it's critical to understand that we're definitely in an info war, and there's so many things that people can do to be who they can be and who they should be. Like, you know that I am Alex Jones. You are in you are Infowars. You are Alex Jones, or you are fill in the blank, whoever you want to be, or be yourself. I'm Oatmeal Joy Arnold, but it's a good analogy. It's a good idea. It's a good starting point to say something like "I am Alex" or "I am Sparta." I mean. Did I say Sparta? I mean, I am Spartacus. I am V for Vendetta. I am this or that or whatever. You should have something like an Alex Jones in your life as a mascot, as an icon that can motivate you to go in the right direction. And if somebody like him can get you started, then you should take a leap of faith and go that direction and see where it takes you and make a list of people that you follow. I do that sometimes, and I let people know, and I try to make outlines and things that can help people. I really like organizing things, and that can benefit people if you have a list on a piece of paper or in an email or somewhere else or everywhere. But don't let all that overwhelm you. Don't let all those ors overwhelm you. I can give you a million ideas. I might be exaggerating. I might be, but it doesn't really matter because it's worth it. It's beneficial. It's necessary to try, and that's what we can do in life. And you gotta consider each moment, but life is a special thing, and this is a pretty good website. And this is this one example of how you can find him. And you can pass it on because too many people are saying, I don't know where he is on the internet. Like, oh, too bad he doesn't have a show anymore. But he has one. And there's other people who have their shows on his TV and radio network. There's also an internet network, and a lot of people watch shows and movies and podcasts on the internet, and not so much on TV anymore. And it's critical to understand things are changing, and you can adapt to some of it, and you can hold on to traditions that have withstood the test of time. They continue. How do I say? They continue on. They would still the test of time, and there's no other way to say it except to say that you have an opportunity to really be a part of history, especially like in 2020, the greatest election ever.